Well, good morning. Hello. Welcome. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Bobbie. This is Bobbie Reads Tarot. And the first thing I'm going to do is back this camera up. Okay, there we go. That'll give us a little more space. I hope you are all doing very well. This reading is for the sign of Virgo. So if you have Virgo in your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign, then this reading is going to be for you. And this is going to be for the month of November. And I don't know why I keep dropping those bottom cards there. So this is going to be for the month of November 2024. And I'm filming this on November 7th, so it's really the last 3 weeks of November. So let's see what the universe has for all of my Virgos for this November season. I hope all my Virgos are doing well. Let's see what we've got here, okay? So the first card we have is the 10 of Coins reversed. This is also known as the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles reversed is talking about how you might have a little bit of instability in your life from caring for other people. So, like, your life is good and everything is fine, but there could be perhaps a need to care for other people in your life. And so that could be causing some instability for you during this month of November, and especially these last 3 weeks of November. But there's a new beginning that's coming your way. And the new beginning might actually feel like a bit of a roadblock, which I know that sounds really weird, but it's like a new beginning that you need to take, you get to take, but it feels, instead of feeling like a new beginning, it's feeling like an obstacle. Okay? I hope that I'm being clear, and I hope that makes sense. So let me think of an example of what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's say that a friend of mine invites me to go paddleboarding, and I've never been paddleboarding, and the idea of paddleboarding is like terrible. I don't want to do it, right? But I want to spend time with my friend, so I just say, okay, I'm going to go. So it's like this, it's feeling like this burden, this obstacle, this thing that I have to deal with because I want to spend time with my friend, but I have to also deal with this thing called paddleboarding that I don't want to do. Well, when I go to meet my friend and I get on that paddleboard, I discover that I absolutely love it. It's my passion. It's my new favorite thing. I want to do it all the time. And so then it begins this new journey of my life as a paddleboarder. Okay, I hope that that explains it a little bit clearer. So it's going to be something like that. We have this 2 of Cups. So things are going good with relationships in your life. This could be romantic relationships. This could be family relationships. This could be friendships, partnerships. You could have partnerships in work that are going really well. But there are people in your life, Virgo, that you have that you can count on. You have that support. And you have, it's this feeling of like-mindedness. Okay, so it's, you have found a tribe of people in your life who are like-minded. And that is such a special thing. And the universe is calling it out so that you can have gratitude for that, because we're going into this very weird time. I know this energy is with the election and everything. I'm sure you all are feeling it. It has been some pretty intense energy, and it can be really tough because people are really divided. But this card is telling you, hey, in a world of division, you have like-minded people in your life, or not even like-minded people, but people that support you no matter what. I guess that's probably a better way of looking at it as well. So take that time, because things are getting rough in the world, and it's important that when things are difficult that we focus on our gratitude. So this is the universe calling it out for you and saying, hey, Virgo, take a moment for gratitude. Then we have the King of Cups reversed. King of Cups reversed talks about being emotionally vulnerable, emotionally, I don't want to use the word unstable, but unstable. It doesn't have to be unstable in a bad way, but there's going to be a lot of emotions either that you are going to be feeling this month or that those around you are going to be feeling. I feel like this is more your feelings, Virgo. I feel like this could be a time of a lot of emotions coming to the surface, and it could be because things in the world are a little bit crazy. So you might have some shadows that are coming to the surface during this time where you are feeling like this need to basically like let your emotions kind of release some emotions, let some of your emotions just kind of flow so that they can flow out of your body. This is releasing not only the current emotions that you're feeling, but this is also releasing emotions and traumas that old emotions and old trauma that you have stored within your body. So as you are crying and releasing your emotions, and I say crying because, look at this card. I mean, it looks like an emotional card. So as you're purging, you're not just purging what it is you're currently feeling, but you're going to be purging things that happened a long time ago that you may not even be conscious of. And that's okay. That's a good thing. That's what you want to have happen. So don't feel like you need to suck it up or that you need to try to in some way I don't know, like stifle that. I think it's really good to embrace it during this month so that you can allow that release. The next card we have is the Three of Pentacles. And this is a card of not fitting in with a group. This can also be the ending of a friendship or a relationship. So, Virgos, there could be someone in your life that you are actively looking to separate from. This could be a friend, this could be a family member, this could be a work relationship or situation. But there is something in your life that you are wanting to separate yourself from, and now is the time to do it. Okay, this is the card of now is the time I'm going to separate myself. Now is the time to cut those, to cut those losses. Sometimes, even though we love people very much, having them in our life brings more harm than good. And I heard something that I thought was so interesting, and I would love to share it with you all. Um, it was talking about, it was, I think, a YouTube video, and it was talking about how there are sometimes situations where people in families grow apart. So we're seeing a lot of like where, parents don't speak to their children or children don't speak to their parents. And there's a lot of, pain that can go with that. So sometimes we're holding on to relationships because we want to make sure that that person is okay, especially if it's a family member, if it's like your parent or your child or whatever. I mean, obviously you're never going to want to let go. But actually, you know what? It was a channeler. Now I remember what it was. It was Bashar. I think it was a channeler, Bashar. And he was talking about having faith in your loved ones, understanding that they made the right decisions for themselves prior to coming to this life and choosing this life and this experience. They have to go through a certain growth path, and you have to go through a certain growth path. Sometimes those growth paths separate, but that's okay. You have to have faith that those people know what they're doing and that is their journey. okay? Because energy, we come from source, and when we leave here, we go back to the other side. We go back to that source. So all of the people in your life that you love and that you care for, you are never going to be separated from them energetically. Never. Because when we leave this life experience and we go back, you're connected. You're connected to that energy forever. We are all one. So understand that there are times in life where we have to let people or situations go. And even though it can be sad, it can be hard, it can be difficult, sometimes it's necessary for both your growth and for their growth. So that's just like a little something to think about when it comes to releasing people from your life. Okay, so the next card we have is the Four of Coins reversed. So let's take a look here, Virgo. We have a lot of earth energy. Okay, we already have 3 cards of coins or pentacles, which is earth energy. So you're very much in your element this month, I'm feeling. Okay, so when we have the Four of Pentacles reversed, this talks about clinging too tightly to material things or to physical things, okay? So that doesn't mean that you're materialistic, but it means there are physical things or material things that you are clinging to that you need to release. It really looks, Virgo, like just looking at this energy, it looks like November is going to be the month of release for you. There just seems to be a lot of letting go of friendships, letting go of things that you're clinging too tightly to, letting go of your emotions, letting things flow. But understand that that is necessary for you to have this new beginning. And remember that even when you're going through these tough times and you're letting go, you have this support system behind you. So you are fully supported. So if you are going through an emotional time during this month, rely on your Two of Cups because they're there for you. They're there to support you and to see. Look at this. Oh, just tons of pentacle energy. 7 of Coins reversed. This is talking about giving up or not putting in the work. This can talk about procrastinating. The other thing that this can talk about is unfulfilling work. So this right here, the placement for this card is about your energy, the energy that you're putting out. So are you feeling unfulfilled in your work? Are you procrastinating on something that you could be doing that could be the thing that you need in your life? Okay. Is there something going on? And it doesn't have to be with work, but are you procrastinating doing something that if you just did it, it would be incredibly beneficial for you? The next card that we have is the Page of Coins, again with the Pentacles, Page of Coins reversed. Okay, so this is talking about not knowing what you need for success. And it's interesting because I feel like you have what you need. I mean, your Virgo energy, right? You have that analytical, that very organized, but you might be feeling like you don't have what you need to be successful. And that's probably why you're clinging so tightly to the things in your life and not wanting to let things flow. That's really interesting that we have this Page of Pentacles reversed. This can also talk about needing to be more mindful. So if you're looking at this and you're saying, well, no, that doesn't apply to me as far as not knowing what you need to be successful. If you're like, I know what I need to do to be successful, then what this could be for you is this could be, look at your money resources. Are you being a good steward of your money? Is there some place where you can make changes or where you can cut back or make a smarter decision? Do you need to reevaluate your 401k? Are you maximized where you can be? Are you making the wisest decisions for your money? And then we have the Hanged Man reversed. This is in your fears, hopes and fears. And I'm wondering if you are afraid that you are going to be stuck in this. Oh, my tummy's growling, you guys. I'm sorry if you can hear that. I need to go eat some breakfast. This can be about being afraid of being stuck in limbo, like being afraid to make a choice because you're afraid that you are going to make that choice and be stuck. The other really interesting thing with the Hanged Man reversed is that this can also talk about selfishness, being selfish. But with this card being in the hopes and fears spot, this I really feel like is a fear that you don't want to be seen as selfish. So you might not be doing things because you have a fear of appearing as being a selfish person. And I would really encourage you to look at that and see if you can let that go, because I don't think that that's what it is at all. And I think if you really were to look at it objectively, whatever decision it is or thing it is that you're wanting to do that you're not doing because you don't want to seem selfish, I think you should really look at it and reevaluate it and look at it objectively, because I don't think it's selfish at all. Okay. And then we have the Ace of Wands reversed. Ace of Wands reversed can talk about lacking passion in your life. It can also talk about lacking motivation. And I really feel like for this card, with what we have here, there's something going on with motivation, with motivating Virgo. I think that you're really having a hard time motivating during this month of November. And I think it could impact you. So be aware of that. You know, the thing with tarot is just, it's a snapshot of energy in time. So this is just the snapshot of your energy right now at 8:06 a.m. on November 7th. Okay. That is the snapshot of your energy. But the nice thing with tarot is you can look at this and you can see it and you can say like, okay, I see that. So I'm going to be aware of that. And I'm not going to fall into that action or behavior. I want to choose something different. That's the beauty of tarot. Okay. So looking at these cards, understand that if you are like, you don't have to feel called out. So if you are right now like, oh man, I'm really feeling not motivated and now the cards are making me feel even worse about it. That's not what this is about. It's like, oh, okay. When you're feeling that way, you're going to remember this and go, okay, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to do one thing so that I, feel like I've accomplished something. And that's the point of tarot. Okay, so now I want to look at these Gypsy Oracle cards. I just got this deck not too long ago. By the way, if you are curious to know what decks I am using, if you go to the description box down below, I link my website in the description box. And on my website, I have all of the decks that I use. And if you click on the deck, it'll take you right to where you can buy it. So there's Amazon links, and then there's also for decks I use that are, made by people like on Etsy, whatnot. I have links to those as well. Okay. All right. So let's get your energy, Virgo, for the month of November. Last 3 weeks, really, of November. What do we have? What do we have for Virgo? I feel like I need to take this one. We are going to take 4 cards. Two more cards, please, Spirit. Oh, there we go. 1, 2. Okay. So let's see what we have for you, Virgo. So we have Doctor. We have Wedding. We have Prison. And we have Servant. So I definitely think starting off with we're going to start off with prison. I think that this prison card is referring to a self-imposed prison. I think that this is talking about those feelings and emotions that we saw in your cross spread, where you, excuse me, those feelings and emotions that are trapped within you can feel like a prison. You could be feeling very restricted this month, both physically and emotionally. Okay. And if it's emotionally, again, remember, it's okay to purge those feelings, and it's actually really good to purge those feelings. So if this is feeling like an internal, like a mental prison, really take some time feeling your emotions and allowing them to flow out of your body so that you can release this, so that you are no longer feeling as if you are trapped. The other thing that's really standing out to me as well is this doctor card. Make sure that you're taking care of your health, Virgo. Okay, this stress and these emotions could be leading to some type of health issue, but it doesn't have to. It could be something different. But I do think you need to make sure that you're taking care of your health, your body, your wellness. If you haven't been in for your routine, screenings and things like that, now is a good time probably to go do that. All right. And then we have wedding and servant. I feel like there could be some celebration for you. We are in the month of November, so this could be Thanksgiving, families coming together. You could have a wedding that is coming up. For some of you, this could indicate getting proposed to or proposing to someone. But wedding is a time for celebration and for family, okay? So I do feel as if that is what this is referring to. And then with the servant card, this is a reminder to give back. So who can you serve? How can you be of service to others? With this being November and with Thanksgiving, around the corner, this is a really good time to think about other people and how we can be of service to others. And this is just the universe reminding you that now is a good time to see how you can serve other people. And it's so interesting because when we serve others, when we do things for others, it has a way of healing us. And if you are dealing with some tough emotional times this month, Virgo, I almost called you Libra, look at ways that you can be of service to others, because that is going to help you feel so, it's going to help you feel fulfilled. Okay? There's going to be a sense of fulfillment that's going to come through for you. Okay. And then we are going to do our Starseed Oracle cards. These are going to be the last cards we pull for you, Virgo. Let's see what the universe has for Virgo. This is any final messages. Any final messages from Spirit to Virgo? That one went flying, so we're going to take that one. What messages does Spirit have for Virgos? We're going to do two more. Well, then now we're going to do one more. Well, look at that. Okay. So let's see what we have. The first card we have is Messenger. Baby steps. A new earth. Okay. Messenger. So this is serious energy. This talks about bringing peace. If you look at this card, it's so beautiful. This card is definitely giving me the feelings of Christ consciousness. There are messages that are going to be coming in for you this month, and it is important for you to stay open and receptive to receiving them. People always get messages or signs, and then they look at them and they say, oh, I don't know. I think I need a signier sign. You're not going to get a signier sign this month, but you are going to get messages. So it's really important. If it feels like a message, even a little bit, then it probably is. Look at the signs. Spirit is going to communicate with you a lot this month. And it's going to come through things like number synchronicities, songs that come up out of the blue, people using phrases you haven't heard for a really long time that remind you of something. So I think that there's going to be a lot of that that's coming up for you, Virgo, this month of November. And it's really important when it happens to just take note, because I think that it's going to give you pieces of information that are going to be very, very helpful for you moving forward. Baby steps, action. This says follow your intuition before it makes sense. Remember, we were looking at this issue with self-motivating this month. And this is talking about that, how to take action. And it's giving you the advice. It's telling you, you just take baby steps, one little step at a time. Okay? You don't have to do these big, huge, grand things. If you're not feeling motivated, as long as you just take one little baby step in the right direction, you're doing good. So this is that reminder during the month of November when you're not feeling motivated, take one baby step. And then the final card we have for you, Virgo, is a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. We are switching from the 3D to the 5D. We are moving. Well, not everybody, but people who have awakened to the energy of the universe are shifting from the 3D to the 5D. So for anyone who's wondering, when is this shift happening? When is it? Has it happened yet? Is it happening? This is saying it's happening. Keep holding the vision. It's happening right now. There is the shift right now. If you're watching this, Virgo, I think you're probably someone who is shifting, someone who's open and receptive to this energy. We are going to see people falling out of our lives. Remember, we had that card, the Three of Pentacles reversed, where it was talking about letting go of relationships. The reason that is happening, that people are leaving our lives, is because there are some people who are ready to shift to the 5D, and there are some people who are not, and they need to stay in the 3D. And we are going to see larger and larger divides where we grow farther and farther apart from those people that are in the 3D. So if you are watching this, I do very much feel like you are someone who's shifting to the 5D. And this is just your card letting you know that it's happening right now. We are in the process of a complete shift where everything we know is going to change. And I think it's going to change for the better. I do. We got to go through some pressure and some tough times. But once we get through that, I do think that the changes are most definitely going to be for the better. Okay, if you guys liked this reading, give this video a thumbs up on your way out. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, Virgos, and letting me read your cards. Like I said before, if you're curious to know what decks I use, they're all linked on my website. The website link is in the description box down below. And finally, if you have not yet subscribed, please click the little bubble on the screen where it says subscribe so that you can subscribe to my channel and be notified every time I upload new content. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.